Alright, baby, we are going on a run. Tonight. It is Wednesday morning, early. So let's do it. We're going to go this way, and then we're going to go all the way around. It's going to be great. So we're going to turn the camera off, and we're just going to run. Here we go. Alright, so, of course, I'm on my run here. And met a homeless man going through some trash that people were throwing out. Some good stuff they're throwing out too. And I brought 2 caramels with me. One for myself, and one I was going to give to Brittany if I saw her out with her cat. But I saw this guy, and I said, I'll give it to him. And I said, hey, I got something for you. And he's like, oh, candy. I'm like, dude, these are good caramels. So, that was good. He reminded me of a couple of old Vietnam vets I knew in Mountain View back in the mid-90s. Oh, man. Okay, let's keep going. There's a kitty. Hey. Hi. Hi, baby. You want granola? Yeah? Oh, come here. Come here, baby. I got granola for you. Okay. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh. Hi, baby. Oh, you are so sweet. Hi. You are so pretty. How are you so freaking beautiful? You're a beautiful cat. Hi. Where are you? Do I have a treat for you? I don't know. Come here. Hi. Hi. You're so pretty. Oh, yeah, you are so pretty. Hi. Hi. Look at you. You're the first cat that's come up to me on the street. Aww. You're so beautiful. Hi. Are you hungry? Aww. If I thought you were homeless, I would just take you home and feed you. I didn't bring any cat food with me. I should have, but no cats have ever just walked up to me before on my runs. Okay. I have a Cliff Bar. I don't think you want a Cliff Bar. Let's see. Do I have anything I can give you? I wonder if I have anything I can give this kid. Beef jerky? Probably not. M&M's? Probably not. Beef jerky's kind of spicy. Hi! Oh. Do you live here? Spider-Man. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, sweetie. That was such a sweet cat. Okay, so next time I go down this street, remember to bring a little bag of kibble. I will definitely do that. Now that I know there's this sweet little kitty down here. Every other cat that I've seen just doesn't come up to me. Look at this. I wonder if this is salvageable. Probably not. Because it's got... It's a missing drawer. That cat was very sweet. People, look at this. People already have like Halloween stuff out. That's crazy. I put autumn stuff out a month early. But Halloween stuff out? Actually, I saw Halloween stuff up months ago. But it was the person with that giant, like 10-foot tall skeleton. It's probably permanent until the winter or something. That cat was so cute. I'm glad I got that on camera. Little sweet little kitty. I would definitely, if that cat followed me home, I would have probably had to keep him and put up signs and say, "Is this your cat?" Because he followed me home. But he did not look homeless. He looked very well groomed, good coat, so well fed. But probably lives like right there in that neighborhood. And maybe that's a good reason not to feed him, because you don't want to, if you feed him, maybe he'll follow you home. And you don't want to get him away from his home. He seemed, Also, cats have their own diets and stuff, and you don't want to get him on a different diet and things like that. It can be problematic. I mean, maybe not overly problematic to give him a couple of snacks, That's fine. But yeah, I'll bring a little kibble next time. That was so cool. Like, the way he just ran up to me, it was so sweet. Because that's the first cat on any of my runs in the last 2 months since I started running at night that a cat's come up to me. I've seen a few, hanging out. But most of the time they just don't come up to me. It's a beautiful night. It's such a beautiful night. Had a great time with Julia and big screen. Okay, look at this. This is cool. It's heavy though. Look at that. If I could, you could like turn that into a table, like an outdoor table. It'd be really nice for our backyard, because I moved the trash can, so there's a space for a table. I need to get like a picnic table for back there. But like, I want to make shelves. That would be perfect to cut down for shelves, but there's no way I'm carrying. That thing was heavy. Giant door, it's huge and very heavy. It's too bad. Because like, I got my table saw in the basement. I could cut that down into shelves. Just use some easy brackets. Perfect. And then I wouldn't have to buy shelves. And you know what? Shelves, good wood shelves are expensive. Like $40 to $75 for a single shelf. If you want it like 36 to 42 inches long. And then you need the hardware. I think the $75 shelf included the hardware, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, they're not cheap. And if I want to put a shelf in the closet and then I want to put another one above the door, you need money. Oh, whoa. Wow. Look at this, dude. Damn, whoa. That's badass. Look at that dude. He's black. He's proud. He's beautiful. That's cool. You hear them, but you don't really see them. So the fact that like one's just chilling there, I gotta be careful. I don't want to step on them. They're cool as hell. That thing was fucking huge. Is that a grasshopper? I don't know what that thing is because it's huge. I don't know what that was. Okay. All right. Keep running. Okay. Now we got to go all the way down the lakeland to cover the full... Ooh, skunk. Now I know this area because remember, we've seen this car many times on the run. Wow, there's a skunk. Smell that. That is like intense. The smell of skunk is so intense, man. All right, is this Lakeland? I don't think so. There's no way we got to Lakeland already. So the question is, do we go straight or right? Right looks kind of boring. Straight looks interesting. Let's go this way. And then we got a trash can. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Here we go. Should I be armed running around here at night? Have I watched too many horror movies? Probably. You know, you're always thinking like, oh, Michael Myers. I'm like, wait, that's a movie character. You know. Remember what Julia has told us. Hi! Oh, look at you. Oh, hello. Hi. Hi. What you doing? You hungry? Want a treat? Want a treat? No? Okay. So I need to bring cat food and fucking rabbit food? I mean, carrot? I wonder if I brought like baby carrots. Do you think these bunny... I don't think they'd even take a fucking anything from me. You know? They might. I don't know, man. If I brought a little bag of carrots, like baby carrots, and a little bag of cat food, you know, just to test, just to see. And honestly, hey, I love baby carrots. So if they don't take them from me, it'll be a great snack for me on my run, you know? So it's a win-win. Okay. So we got to get down to Lakewood, I think it was. Lakewood Street, I think it was. Okay, let's keep going. It always hurts my knees when I first start because I need to get warmed up. But once I'm warmed up, it's okay. It's not as bad. Especially with these Z coils on. I am wearing my Z coils tonight. And unfortunately, I haven't heard back from them about a sponsorship. But I don't think they're interested. You know, unfortunately. And it kind of it's sad because like their shoes are really expensive. You know, they're like $250 shoes. You know, and honestly, I think the 9s fit me okay. So I don't feel like I actually really need a second pair. But it would have been nice to have a sponsor for the YouTube channel. You know, because like I'm trying to get out of debt. I'm trying to pay off my loan. I'm like $25,000 in the hole. And I'm making just enough money now just to stay afloat. You know? Fuck. So, man. I'm trying to think outside the box. I'm trying to stay creative and open to what I can do, you know? And Aaron doesn't understand. So, I think the children's book could have really helped. I think I can also release it as an actual print on demand on Amazon, publish my own books. That could be something if it works, if it sells. But you don't know if it's going to work unless you try it. And she's not willing to try anything, and I am. And you got to try things, I really want to pay off my debt, and I don't want to just pay off my debt. I want to have a life. I want to have a life with me and Julia. I want to be able to bring her to visit soon. I have goals. I have dreams. And life's too fucking short to just float along and just hope things improve on their own. Because that's not the way it works. Not really. I mean, you might get lucky, but dude, you don't, if you get lucky, you didn't earn it. Luck has to find you working. I believe that quote completely. You got to be working. Ugh. I'm trying, man. I'm trying so hard. Really hard to get that YouTube monetized. I don't have like a gimmick to really throw at it. I'm not a beautiful girl that's gonna get billions of hits just from looking good. I don't know, maybe if I start recording my music, that could resonate with some people. But I need equipment, so I'm recording it through my computer. I gotta set up like a MIDI cable. But just recording anything, I think, and just being consistent. I gotta work on those songs. So that's one thing. The music and children's books, I think, those are fun. Creative outlets. What the... Battery too low. Shit. Okay, so apparently my phone is dying. Didn't even know. Shit. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the camera real quick. I just like these little owls. I had to stop. Alright. Alright, look, I'm wearing my crazy ass shirt. I'm not crazy. My reality is just different than yours. Okay, so I just, there's something awesome about like when you're going on a run and the cat runs up to you and says hello, and it's just awesome. It's beautiful out, and you run by Warren and the Quick Mart is open and you're like, you know what, let's go grab a sandwich. Tasty Italian sub with hard salami, pepperoni, provolone cheese, mild pepper rings on an Italian sub. And it's funny. It sounds like in another world or another life, I'd be like, whatever. But like, I don't know, man. It's just, after you're running and you're just in tune and you just appreciate every breath and just being alive, this sandwich is like gold. You just appreciate everything. I don't have a lot of sandwiches, too. And I think there's something beautifully connecting with humanity, just a sandwich. I don't know why. There's just something because it's like we grow up with sandwiches. It's all about sandwiches. Ooh, I want a sandwich and peanut butter and jelly, things like that, And then most of the time we're having a sandwich by ourselves, and it's kind of sad, and it loses its magic. And then you get into making amazing sandwiches to try to bring the magic back, But it's never as good as the deli that you remembered when you were a kid, or sharing a sandwich with a friend. And, but man, you go on a run, and you see that Quick Mart, like an oasis out there in the desert, and you buy a sandwich. And also it reminds me of like being homeless when I had no money, and you would walk by late at night and nothing's open and you're starving, and there's no way, there's nothing, you can't have anything, you're not going to eat. It's very sad and it's heartbreaking, and here I am, I'm feeling that late night feeling and missing so many beautiful people in my life. Look at this tree, it's gorgeous. And then you see that sandwich, and you're like, wow. Yeah. We really don't take stuff for granted anymore, And on some level, I go, man, I wish there were certain things, I wish I could take some things for granted, like a bed. I slept off, on the street and without a bed for so many years that like having a bed is always going to be amazing. It's like if you didn't grow up with snow, every time you see snow, it's a novelty. It's fun, it's magic. And I think in a way, like, that's the price you pay for beauty, for gratitude, like true, deeply earned gratitude. So, part of that's self-inflicted. I put a lot of shit on myself. I put myself through a lot of stuff I didn't have to, For sure. But man, this sandwich. Beautiful thing. Also, back in the day, I'd be eating that sandwich in a park or somewhere, if I had a sandwich. Here, I'm going back to my own house. To my cats, Jupiter and Luna. To the woman I love. And I feel just a question. Am I living up to my responsibilities? Am I living up to my gifts, like that I'm given in this life? Oh yeah, this is where that cool board was. I wonder if I can cut this board down as a shelf. If it's still here. It probably is. Wait, let's see if it's still here. I think it is. This is where I gave the guy the caramel. Okay, so check this out. See this board? If I cut that in half, I could use that as a shelf, I think. Don't you think? I think so. What else we got here? This is where the guy was looking. Some cool. Oh, look at these boards. These are sweet. You could probably use that for something. I don't know what. basin of some kind. This thing's kind of neat. Yeah, I think the only thing worth taking is the board. I mean, that gate, the baby gate, maybe, if you... I don't know, maybe? I don't actually need a baby gate, but this board, I'm going to use this board to make a shelf. I'm going to cut it in half with my table saw, and I'm going to make a couple of shelves out of it. Nice. I like that it's rounded too, so it'll actually make nice looking shelves. And then I don't need to buy the wood. That would be $45 to $75. I would just buy the brackets. I might have brackets I can use too. You know, it's funny. I started this run thinking about finding wood for a shelf. And that's exactly what I came home with. I also went on this run, you know, hoping to see the bunny rabbits and the cats. And for the first time, a cat ran up to me. And I got a sandwich. I don't think I ran it far. Yeah, we're not even at 2 miles. Okay, how about this idea? I mean, I could just cut it short tonight, but I'm really supposed to be going for 4 miles. I could drop off the table. Honestly, if I'm going to stay up at all, I should get some work done for my customers. I'm sure there's a lot of customers waiting on orders. I got a sandwich to eat. I got my wood for the table. I want to see how Jupiter's doing. Yeah, we'll call it a night here. Anyway, thanks for coming on this amazing adventure with me tonight. That is, if anybody did, please leave a comment so I know. All right, thanks a lot. And good night.